Oh, we got Mike. I hope you like mashing. We're on Requiem's audio right now.
I didn't practice long. This is gonna go bad. So long as I don't save and quit, it'll be fine.
Got Mike on. Let's see if oase is clean audio. Yeah, don't expect much from me. Doing solo comms on my own channel always feels weird. But I'll say things if they come to mind. That's some real shitty RNG for oase. Oh my god, the guard. Was it possible to just get owned by that? It always looks like he will own you, and then he doesn't. Owase's the first one in River Clip. That's good. Because he was a... No, he was ahead, actually. But Requiem, I think, made some time. He was more ahead than that. Now they're almost neck and neck going into Eastern. I do believe the runners are on the same route for a change. We won't be seeing any flutes today. And nobody's paying Kiki. On this route, you do want to find 10 rupees before Thieves Town. So that's why we've been seeing them slash popos in places they would normally just walk around. I think Requiem had a better anti-fairy room. Oases were completely overlapping. Both of them getting decent RNG on cannonballs. And almost frame for frame going through to double readies. See how they do on drops. Oase definitely having a better time with drops. Is 22 even enough? I think Requiem might have to get the drop down arrows. Oase has enough. Yeah, and money situation isn't great either. I think... What's the best money? For Requiem it might be Saha rupees. For Oase it might be Zelda rupees. I don't know how rupee routing works in this route because I've never had to do it. But I can't think of any places where it's good to have, where you can just find money for free that isn't opening a chest between here and there. Let's see. Looks like Requiem came to the same conclusion as me, that Saha rupees are the best way to get 10 rupees. Yeah, it's probably faster than Zelda's Cell. Yeah, that's something Krithel has talked about as well. He says that he actually just gets both every time. Because he gets the green potion. You also want 10 rupees coming out of Eastern, so you only need one of the Saha deposit chests, but he gets both just all the time because he gets most of the time back in not collecting in Rupee Basement. I don't know if anybody has actually timed it. It's probably not different enough to really matter. But I like the idea of not having to think about your rupee route and just always doing the thing that gives you enough money. You also don't risk forgetting and then showing up to the smith with 6 rupees. And mashing through the text box that says you don't have enough money over and over again before you realize what's going on. It's a vodcast, yes. It says it in the title. So fun fact, I actually don't know who wins. I managed to not pay enough attention to see that. I just saw that it was worth restreaming. Hello is live, I click. Also, I'm sure Twitch is hiding half the title from you, and you have to jump through some hoops to actually see the whole thing, so I can't blame you. Do I link my channel on the League Discord? I've done it before, but not for this one. I suppose I could. Yeah. Requiem has nothing. It's destitute. bomb jump. K-State hammer jump is one of my favorite parts of this route. Oh, Oase does the dash. You can save a few frames with that dash, but it's kind of hard to do because you can't see any cues. Requiem does it too. You just make your own cues, I guess. Yeah, you need a vertical cue too. Otherwise you're just gonna hit a wall. Zelda will be following us very briefly. It's not precise? Okay. How many frames does it save? Oh, Oase is gonna get the Zelda rupees. Like, this is a faster chest than the 50 that Requiem got, but then Oase has to do more movement in the basement of Pod to get up to 200. Requiem is cheating. Doesn't need to grab anything to save lag frames, but he makes up for it by having to play on emulator and losing frame rate minutes. Seconds, I guess. But it feels like minutes. So we let him have this one. And notice Oase does not arrow the switch, but Requiem does. Arrowing the switch does save time. And if you have 7 arrows, you can lose one and have 6. Yeah, I think it's easier. You're not walking where there's a Moldorm. You're dashing through a Moldorm, so it's safer. I think it's good. I really like having 7 arrows. Both of them having a little bit of trouble getting into position for this clip. And Oase gets the sparks on the hammer pegs, which I'm told is not good. You get extra lag if the hammer actually hits the thing and has sparks. Whereas Requiem is in position without the sparks. Buffer from Oase. And Requiem has some nice snapping technology to get deeper into the clipper spot, not have to swim as far. There's a lot of ways to do that clip, and a lot of ways to save little bits of time, making the clip just faster. Whew! Almost got dead rot. Oh, Oh, the ferry, let's go. It's a good reason to have hookshot out. Is that if you do get the ferry, you can eat it. And if you get a heart, you can go for a dupe. Yeah, hammering out of the cutscene has a potential to lose a lot of human error frames, so I can see why you would go for it. Yeah, the hookshot is definitely good if you're planning to health farm. You'll also possibly use it in the hallway where you get the small key. You can hook the heart and get a dupe. Like, I think if the only reason you would not go to hookshot is if you're exiting on full health from a different route and you're already on hammer from killing Moldorm. I think staying on hammer is fine. Ooh. That was a really good bad RNG hallway. And, ooh, trying to save it. No, we could have had it. Requiem had a bad good RNG hallway. And Oase does the thing! I saw Krithel do that in a race. You hook the pot and then you hook up at the cricket. I actually wonder if Oase has always done that, or if he learned it because Krithel did it in the race against him. I didn't catch where Oase got so much time on Rec, and I'm assuming it's the heart farming. I don't think Oase did any heart farming. Requiem was a little bit behind into Fake Clippers as well. I think both of you had similar hellways. Like, Oase got the bad RNG, but was able to get out of it. Fine. You just missed the dash, but was still able to be fine. Like, you didn't have a complete party. Okay, one of the benefits of basement clip routes is you get to skip brewery. But you know what? I'm going to assume everybody here knows how this game works by now. This isn't Zelda speedruns. So. Conveniently, we are just on the same route, and I don't have to talk about the differences. Nice and stash for oase. Oh, misses the spin speed now. Yeah, no hooks. No hooks on Smiths. That actually saved time, Tam. Both of them getting the fake bad RNG on the dash to Skullwoods. And reacting correctly to it. Ooh, we get the bush. The bush rock. You got it to lose 10 seconds. Oh, it sounds like it's not good then. Oh, oh my god. The Stalfos and the mummy forcing Requiem to go left. Gotta love it. Yeah, if you hook and miss, and it just goes off into the ether, yeah, you lose your entire life. It feels like a mirror bonk. It's so bad. I think 10 frames is a fair price to pay for hook dashing is just easier than the other methods. Oh, for sure. Yeah, you would absolutely switch to hook if you weren't just using mirror again. Whoa! I've never seen that room done with a dash before. I really like the Technicolor spikes we get from Oase. Oh, are we gonna get a 0? Let's go. Is it good, Requiem? I hate that room. I'm open to anything that isn't getting fucked by a Moldorm. A gold? Nice. Here, a pot for Requiem as well. Oh, this Moldorm's being pretty evasive. I always slash the Moldorm, so yeah, I'm open to that. I'm happy to lose frames in that room and not have to deal with the Moldorm. Requiem loses 10 years hookshotting and not getting a spin. I like that Dead Rock hook. It seemed to not be necessary, but like, I guess it could have been a problem. But if oase had just kept going, it would have been fine, but it's really hard to react to that when you're moving at warp speed. Yeah, we're doing the good ether from... I think oase came up with it. He at least told us. How long until the next No Logic tournament? Next No Logic tournament will be in 2026. Every time Tam says they found a better way, I brace myself for it. Especially when better is in quotes. You can just dash turn? Huh. Well, that sounds better, not in quotes. Slow scroll for Requiem. Fast scroll for oase. It's a difference of like 5 frames, I think. Yeah, oase does down and then up. The dash turn sounds better. Wow, oase is getting significant amounts of lag on the screen. And Requiem misses the one cycle. Something went wrong with the initial dash. Might have just been trying to press A at the wrong time. Oh no, I'm watching. Oh, we got user dash lines, let's go. They even got to react to the bad RNG. You got 2 first frame slashes. Oh, like they were in the wrong direction. Yeah, that makes sense. Too fast. Alright, oase's running a stream at 30 frames per second. I like how Concision tried to get me to Solacom and then hasn't actually shown up to the stream. Ooh, more easy dash lines for Rec. Using the menu buffer there too, to avoid hitting the spark. Yeah, it's such a speedrun race classic for somebody to say, don't watch my blind fight 10 seconds before we can actually see the blind fight, and then of course everyone will watch it because you've drawn attention to it. You know what you're doing. Requiem has a technique for that screen to farm the Wizrobe, where he actually dashes high so that he can catch the heart when it falls. He doesn't waste time getting the heart, and he also doesn't risk despawning the pot heart, because by the time he picks up the pot, he's already collected the Wizrobe heart. Is it bad? It looks good to me. Is it just because you don't need the hearts? You finished video on 3 hearts. I mean, I'm sure it costs time, but it's like, if you're going to farm the Wizrobe, that's how you do it. It depends on how you mess up. Usually you just either die or you don't die. And the extra hearts you have over 6 don't matter. Unless you have like 9. Like an old route. An old route you could get hit by an eye and be fine. Yes, Rec. For me, I'm worried about taking spike damage in Spooky 2. Or Spooky 1. If my movement's bad. That's why I try to go in with like 7 hearts, because I'm bad. If you're not regularly taking damage in spooky rooms, then you shouldn't have to worry about it. I know I have tried to talk some NMG runners out of like fake powdering before Vidi when it doesn't actually raise a threshold of health, so it really shouldn't matter once you're there. Never seen that 4/ buffer strat. It's good to have some kind of timing strat on land moves. You want to get your spin early enough that you can have more time to continue fire rotting. It can be the difference between getting the short hops and not getting them. Oase just a little bit ahead going into Ice Rod. Seems like Requiem also has one extra bomb, but I don't think bombs are really a thing anymore, because after this they're just gonna do Pod 2 and have more bombs than they know what to do with. You really just need the one for Kiki Skip, and then a second one is safety for missing Kiki Skip. Did Requiem slope dash on the white rock? I think you can slope dash on the top part and be fine. I think it's only the white rock that can actually put you in the citrus hole and hardlock you. Oase slope dashed on the white... Oh my god. Don't do that, Oase. It's so dangerous. Bombs are a thing at exactly one point in this run. Oh, that's right. Yeah, you grab the drop-down bomb. I guess it's a pretty fast bomb if you're already getting the arrows. Testing your spin speed before doing the lamps is wise in a race. In theory, Requiem shouldn't need as many rupees. He ends up with 526, so anytime he saved getting Saha rupees is gone. See Requiem having a really good basement clip. I mean, this is his basement clip technique, so it makes sense that he would do it quickly. Yeah, no select buffers on the actual rail clip. That was a really good clip. The downright diagonals are still pretty hard, but I think they're not actually frame perfect. But the diagonal does need to be clean. So a lot of people will select buffer those. Yeah, they can be 2 frames, but they can't be unclean diagonals. Requiem, are you gonna do the bonk? Yeah, no. We lost 10 years. Yeah, the hook is good if you actually use it for the hair clip. And then also use it for the teleport. I hate that strat because I rely on the dash buffers to buffer into the slope. Y buffering is not something I'm used to doing. And my boots clipping is pretty fast, so it's not saving me much time. Oh, I forgot to look at the helmet RNGs. Whether they were dashable or not. I think Requiem's might have been dashable. You kind of want to get one heart drop on this route, because if you don't get any health going into TR and you take all the damage boosts that you would normally take, you'll get to Pokies 2 or Pokies 1 with 4 hearts and you'll be an Oko, which can be a problem if you're doing like a down right strat or a down left strat. Don't watch Pokies 1. Oh, this part. Pause, champ. my god! The key is gone. Oh my gosh. At that point, just do chain chomps, I think. That's a pretty funny way to fail that. I don't know what I expected, but it wasn't that. In fact, when you said that, I was surprised that it was a right RNG, which are usually free. Oh wow, oase actually canceled low and had to diagonal to be high enough for the rod. Yeah, calling it Poke Zero makes sense. It's in line with Mimic Zero in GT, where you also kill none of them. The only mean Pokey is down left. Oh, and also, I guess getting God Pokies in ADRMG is also mean. Yeah, I never understood why NMG calls Pokies 1 Pokies 1 when there's a Pokey you literally kill in a previous room. I get that it's not hard, so like it doesn't need a name, but it's still the first Pokey? I don't know. Like, I understand the big room with the pipes has Pokies in it too, but you don't kill those. You kill the Pokey in Poke Zero, and it has a key. I guess it's because we zero index. Oh, we failed Kiki? Oh, rough. Oase actually using his last bomb. This is why it's good to enter pod with extra bombs. His menu's gonna be wrong now, if he's used to having an extra bomb. Actually, it's a better menu, so maybe it's good. Maybe the strat is to dump your bombs so you're on mirror, or you're on fire rod, and the menu to mirror is better from fire rod. That was a menu. Oh, that's good. Mirror to Queen of Samaria just got fucking reinvented. Oh, this is an interesting comparison because one person is doing second basement clip and the other one is not. I think given what we saw of Requiem, I think he can save time with this. And I know that Oase has had difficulties with basement clipping in races, so very unsurprised that he's not going for this one. This one is also harder because you have to worry about the turtles. And depending on what you do with grips, especially people who do hammer buffers, having to worry about hitting X on your controller can also be a problem. I don't think Requiem's doing any buffering like that, though. I think it's mostly a problem for people who do grab buffers, like grabbing and then using the hammer. Yeah. Requiem just saved a million years. First one to Helmosaur. But despite not being the first one into pod. That was really good show of how you can save time with second basement clip if you're fast enough. Also, nice homp. Big homp. Love to see it. Oh, it's comfy for once. Hey. Oh my goodness. That was almost a Helmosaur death. Yeah, pretty close. Requiem is the save and quit ahead of Oase. Yeah, your basement clip is really good. Nice. Cyber downs. Oase had to do an extra slash. Released B just a little too early, but it's still faster than releasing it too late, or not releasing it at all. A little more arrow farming for Requiem than for Oase. I guess Requiem does not want to do Mike arrows, and Oase does. Can you save it? Yes. It's like Oase also gets it. Did you? Or you mean and done Mike arrows? Because you would have been on 15. Definitely would have needed them. Oh, yeah. That's right. I was looking at the wrong person's arrow count. Oase would have been on 15. And then not, yeah, so like it made sense for Oase not to get those arrows because it wouldn't have. No, it would have meant he doesn't need them. Actually, I don't know why you skipped, why you got the arrows. I guess. Yeah, it makes more sense for Oase to pick up the arrows than for you to pick them up. You're doing spaces? Let's go. Oase not doing spaces. In case you get bad RNG. In case your emulator has extra lag and ice Ormos, I guess. I see. You don't want to have like exactly 10 going into Gauntlet. If you use a lot of arrow strats in Gauntlet, I can see why you don't want to just go in there with one. I don't know. I usually get something from Mimics. Worry about it. When you don't, it can be a little awkward. Then you need to get like G2 arrows. Or just not do arrow strats. What is there to mess up an ice? I mean, you can have a cold stare party. The actual dungeon's really easy, though. Oase has a good ice room. Lonely Firebar. Well, Requiem pulls the statue like 5 extra pixels. Maybe that's what he's talking about. Well, it's hard to beat a time. Oh gosh, it's hard to beat like your gold. Because you get one good ice, and then it's impossible to beat because the good ice is free. It's such a short split. If you nail all the glitches and you nail the cold stare fight, there's nowhere else to save time. It's like almost a lead change. Oh, look who it is. The person who talked me into solo comms and then showed up an hour later. Men lurking? Okay, that's good to hear. I hope you enjoyed it. It's been a really good race. I think if you... I don't know if you were there for this, but the best part of the race so far was the huge lead change from Requiem doing basement clip in pod 3 and saving time on it. The second best part was Owase's menu from Mirror to Cane of Samaria in the same split. I think the best word I can use to describe that menu is over-engineered. Oase entering GT just a few frames ahead of Rec. Maybe like half a second. I think it was all because of the poke dash. Or the hook dash. Requiem needing 2 tries to get into the slope. Somebody did. Maybe it was Oase who needed it, actually. I missed it. Requiem can... Wow. Wait, did Oase just gain an entire room on Requiem? Where did that happen? Oh, it was the key. Requiem gets torch key, and Oase doesn't. Let alone stand in the... Okay, I was right. It was Requiem who missed hook dash. Ooh. Tried to menu buffer that bonk, but actually just stopped too early. Looks like Oase did a not mic arrows, but like a easier strat. Oh, you didn't even do the... Okay. Just walked left. Well, if you believe hard enough, you might go through the wall. Both of them exiting with 7 arrows, which is... makes sense. Plenty of arrows for the climb. People usually do the heart neutral strat if they didn't get the old man heal. Heart neutral strat can be hard to do right, though, and it's possible to just end up losing more health than you would have lost from doing the normal strat. Ooh. Now I can see why Requiem wants extra arrows for mimics. Ooh, doesn't quite make that spike room either. I still don't understand the spike room. Oh no, dude. GBZ does not go well for Requiem. I think he was trying to react to an RNG, but dashed at the wrong time, or maybe didn't react to the right RNG. I don't know. My strat for that room is to just get hit and then not fall in the pit, because you're high up enough usually to avoid it. If you actually try to be good, it can be harder to stay on the platform. Just a couple rooms apart. Oase being a little ahead, but it's... Again, it's that key difference. Requiem did get the torch key. Oh! I think that was one cyclable. Oh, wow! Oase misses the Wizrobe and has to wait for the beam to die, for the door to open. Usually get a... Yeah, I understand. It's too... Like, you don't have enough time to read if it's going to be a short hop or not. And if you miss that shot, then you're down magic, and also you're... If you're going to 2-cycle, you want it to be the first one, and not second or third. I can Definitely respect that. The oase is not a helmet key person. Some people will do helmet key to try and force a drop in Castle Tower. So you want to get fairies and magic in Castle Tower to save on refill. And you can make that more likely by killing a mini Helma in this room. Oase just does the last one. The pre-Moldorm key, whatever it's called. Circle of eggs. Wow, what is that? GT Helmway strat. It looks like the optimal strat where you do 2 dashes, which I guess is what Requiem is doing right now, but without the dash. Oh, not quite. I think that counted as 1. I want a free triple. Oh, these patterns are super free. I actually don't know which one only counted as 1. Something only counted as 1. Yeah, I know going above the bumpers is faster, but I've never seen it walked. I've only ever seen it dashed. Nice clip. I'll say first to back crash. Like 103.18-ish. Can't read the splits. They're like about 10 seconds apart. This could come down to blue balls. Again, I don't know who wins this race, but it has been neck and neck for basically the entire thing. With only minor lead changes. Oase did regain the lead after pod. Somewhere in GT. It might have also just been Ice Palace. Oh, the fairy. No. I don't know if that was worth it. Probably. It might be worth it if you get the magic drop, but if you don't get the magic drop, it probably wasn't good. Being on the Fire Odd Climb, you're going to use a lot of magic. So you're always going to be down magic if you don't get the drop. The fairy is comfy, though. Oh, that's cool. I think somebody was showing me that you had a strat for the bad RNG and then a strat for the good RNG. You have to fire on that one. Okay. Yeah, that room looks really technical. It was like almost more things than I knew what to deal with. Looks like you have to kill every enemy in the room. It looks really smooth though when it's done right. Alright, partially Aga cutscene apart. It's a pretty long cutscene though. Yeah, this is just gonna be blue balls, isn't it? One. I'm not counting. I'll see who comes out of the fight first. I'm sure Requiem knows his ball count. Looks like a lot for Oase, though. I feel like this fight should have been over by now. Oh, Requiem's first. Oase just got unlucky. Only by a little bit, though. The Requiem got like 4 or 5 or something, because he was first in. 6? Okay. Yikes. Spoilers. As long as you get 1 and 1. Let's see. You can hug Ganon. Oh my god. I didn't realize when you said phase 1 you meant before the trident spin. And you still get the trident spin, which is actually pretty impressive. And the fight is no longer comfy. This is now like an NMG fight. Now it's comfy. Yeah, I can't believe you did that and still got the trident spin. I guess warps could also determine this? Like, Requiem was only a little bit ahead of Oase, Vaga. Again, I'm not going to count, I'm just going to see who makes it out. Looks like Oase's ahead on warps, but, you know, there's just more. All the warps are just backloaded for him. Yikes. Oh, come on, Ganon. That's not fair. This looks like probably the same number of warps, just given the difference they were entering. Oh, what was that? I'm gonna do it. Yes, let's go. The blue Ganon cape spin. Oh, we're doing more? Someone's been watching Doom Tap. I didn't even look at Requiem's torch glitch because Oase was doing dumb things on the cape spins. I don't even know who's ahead anymore. Okay, it's still Requiem. But only by a little bit. Oh, we get the lag frame saver. Let's go. Don't think it's going to be enough to make up for this fanfare snipe, though. Requiem was the first one in. His splits are late. Oh, he must have done in the race room and then done the splits. So it's like 109.46-ish or something. It's a couple seconds apart. GG's. Very good race. I believe this is our closest race that we've had. Both of our closest races didn't get restreamed. Our third closest race also. What was it, Tam? Fox and Relkin? Nobody told me. I would have done it. Yeah, Muffins JD I vodcasted because it was close. I hope it's not a spoiler that I'm vodcasting close races. Like, if I'm going out of my way to vodcast a race, it's probably a good race. But maybe not. GG's. a good race, but also just really good times. Like, I think Oase just had a better run than PB and lost it to blue balls and warps. Like, just looking at the splits, it was all RNG. And Requiem had what looks like a earlier time loss that he just kept a steady pace throughout the end game. I'm guessing that I can't see the splits here, but there was probably a lot of time gain in pod 3 and then time loss in TR that may have balanced itself out. Yeah, moral of the story, get lucky and get really good at basement clip. And believe in yourself. Yeah, that basement clip was insanely good. You should definitely be always doing basement clip. Be a great time for someone to fire it up. Who's not doing rando? I can't believe I'm one of those people who doesn't raid rando players anymore. But this is an all dungeons race, and I think that's what people want to see, so maybe the answer is that I run. I don't know. We'll see. I raid myself.